Jeanette here as always, continuing off right where I left off yesterday because I had no idea this level would be so long, and I can't just exit out of it. Hey, yeah. Everyone else is boldly facing their own issues and slowly overcoming them. While I'm still here, feeling like I'm stagnating in place. They've been telling me that my time's yet to come, but I don't know. I just don't get the feeling that the ship might have. I just get the feeling that the ship might have sailed for me already. It was clear to me that Sinclair wasn't just talking about physical training or his combat prowess. It's about something something that more than half the students had faced and were facing at this point. About his past, the path that lies ahead, the guilt and the pressure of having failed to confront it. It was never going to be easy for him to let go. I don't think anyone's got the perfect idea of how the whole trajectory of their lives is going to be. I'm of the opinion that most people don't. Or I don't think anyone's got. Actually, yeah. I think Dante's just about spot on there. That's why we're all on the bus, isn't it? Oh, he was just talking about the sinners. I think it'd be applied far more broadly than that. You know, you could just shout at me to get my act together like Heathcliff does. Oh, I will, if I have to. Whatever that was, you guys managed to talk it out, huh? All I heard was that ticking noise. Sorry about that. What Dante said was... Hey, don't bother. I just needed a quick glance at that look on your face to feel that tick-tock with my heart. Thus, the curious case of the alarm clock came to an end. So, what do you guys think Ryoshi was trying to say? Two culprits. Guy with nightly nightmares and my translator. I see. Sinclair and I sat there for a moment, absorbing the awkward silence. Oh, that's good. Tianya's sword passive. POW torture technique? That's concerning. If target has bind or bleed, gain 1 clash power up next turn. Well, that seems fitting considering the name. 15 plus poise potency, have poise potency, and gain the following effects. All allies including this unit heal 10 HP. All allies including this unit heal 3 HP. Have all removable status negative effects from all allies including this unit. Is it referring to... When it says remove, is it referring to poise, potency, or both? Hang on. That's odd. I don't remember adjusting it so that it was windowed. So this is the final day. Well, crap. I'm not sure I'm gonna make it. Might as well try, though. Oof, just barely missed it. Finally, the 30 days of lessons were completed, and the day of the final exam was upon us. Everyone came out to bid good luck to Jia Shishun on her way to the final exam. My lady, I have nothing but absolute faith that you'll be able to complete this final exam just as excellently as you have all the others. It's most likely that you'll be facing off against a skilled foe from the Shui or the Shi family. Of course, you will doubtless wipe the floor with them. I have taught you all that I know. I hereby give you permission to leave this boot camp. You got this, Shichun. Guys, you really didn't have to all come out to see me off. Still, I have undying faith that you'll emerge victorious, my lady. However, Zigong and I have also prepared about 21 alternative solutions in case things go awry, so please don't worry yourself too much. Do you have faith in me or not? Upon our return to the classroom, we were greeted by an unexpected guest. Must be very nice to be Shichu to have so many teachers from all walks of life helping her out. It's been a while since we last saw Shui Bao Chai, which was during the regular assembly. What are you doing here, big sis Bao Chai? I couldn't stop myself from paying you all a visit out of pity. If only Shichun and Bao Yu both smiled on like nothing happened. Our blossoming years would have been peaceful still. Big sis, please stop talking to me like that. I didn't know you could even say such a thing. Bao Yu has always been this way. If a fruit has fully ripened, we have to seize it and taste its juices before anyone else. We can't just let go. We can't stand emptiness. My brother couldn't. My parents couldn't. But you, who was born and raised on the very same soil we were, how do you walk so softly, so lightly? I don't. My footsteps are no longer light. Every step, every sight I hold in my eyes as the days go by fills me with abundance. I'm only trying to accept everything as it is without asking for more or less. But how could one do nothing but watch when we're surrounded by such fragrance? What more do you seek, big sis? I want to be closer, that my hands may reach you. Have you already forgotten who had sent you that guest lecturer? Shichu's palanquin isn't headed to the exam site, is it? No, it's not. It's headed to Big Sis Yuanchun's exam site. Blasted scoundrels! Must hasten after the palanquin before I lose track of them. Wei sprinted outside even before the Shui Bao Chai finished. A trap, huh? Shouldn't we also get going? Calm yourselves for a moment. Zhigong swiftly came between us, clearly having taken the gauge of the situation. It has been too long since the palanquin has departed. It is better to move based on concrete evidence, not urgency. Though a beast seems to have chosen the latter. I think I heard the faint sound of hooves coming from the direction Zigong was glancing in. So this is what you've chosen. Yes, the exams she's taken thus far were all meaningless lies. I could have shared this earlier, but I decided to follow my own heart, as you have decided to follow yours. Bao Chai smiled sweetly. So now, what fragrance do you smell from me? I smell nothing. Shui Bao Chai left the room wordlessly upon hearing that reply. Okay. What the heck?
카니발 타임.
목을 콱 물어버리자.
저 해충들을 도려내라. 물러나라. 네 목숨은 아직 따로 쓸 곳이 있다. 적을 물어뜯고 너의 쓸모를 보여라.
Okay, so she. Or, she substituted in. Alright.
시비 속이는 이야기 자 누구 하나 보내자.
무상한 목숨. 불끈하게 지원했군.
목을 떨구나. 목을 떨구나. 놈이 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
목을 콱 물어버리자.
애무로 꿰뚫어라. 한 넘고 물 넘고 꺾고 제쳐.
There we go.
혈염도 바로. 저 해충들을
이거리면
보여내.
충분해. 너한텐 멀겠지만.
사요. 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
이거리면 충분해. 너한텐 멀겠지만.
Massacre!
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
그대는 좋았어요.
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어.
바로 이제 깨우치시길.
That's one gone.
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나. 뭐라는 없어. 너는 못 따라나.
적을 콱 물어버리자. 이제 깨우치시게.
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
Ah, itchy.
또 한 줄 길을 남겼군. 핏물진 길일 뿐이지만 세월이 지나면 홍어는 그제야
We do need quite a bit of thread.
흑수는 그 새를 물러라.
승전보가 울렸어. 그럼에도 말들은 즐거움을 원망하시.
집안일을 해결했으면 일찍 돌아가지.
There we go.
늦게 자고 내일 오전 업무를
Oh, yeah.
처리하면
지금을 쪼개어 1천, 편린들을 비춰진 미래를 쪼개어 다시 2천. 마침내 만들어진 마음은 깨어지겠어. 기억고 일순 모든 걸 끌어모아 3천 대천.
Fracture the present a thousandfold, fracture the futures cast upon the shards yet another thousandfold. At long last, the ruined past shall finally lie shattered. The constitution of the universe, in the wake of a singular, inevitable circumvolution. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that.
뚝딱거리는 시계도 있고 부릉부릉하는 버스도 있고 근사한 친구들도 잔뜩 만들었네? 다행이야. 내가 사라져도 엄마 혼자 남지 않아서.
Aww. Excellent. Okay, the history of myself grounded to dust shall at last scatter and meet annihilation. Okay. A terrible jest Jiao Yuanchun plays down to the very last day. Too much time has passed already. I have already given her clan, including Wei, instructions to keep their eyes on the palanquin, as I observed much strangeness from the palanquin bearers. Yet there are many places to which one may covertly kidnap the family hierarch. Still, we have to. Your heart is still in a rush. I do not mean to imply that we will abandon her to fate. Look, I've selected a few places on the map with the highest probabilities being their destination. As the time is not on our side, the Heisho Pax and your team will have to mobilize separately to explore all possible options. Among them, I am to send you toward this place. Indeed, the glorified internment camp of Hanyuan, now shut down. The Pingan Residential Support Zone is a policy Jiao Yuanchun and former Jiamu pursued. Policy was indefinitely tabled and the zone was closed off, as many voiced reluctance to pass it, but I find it hard to believe that Jiao Yuanchun would admit defeat so easily. It is a secluded place, perfect to secretly bring harm to the family hierarch, not to mention the symbolic value it carries. I hope she's okay. I have some faith in your pupil. You have taught her to the best of your abilities, have you not? I trust that she will be able to fend for herself until our arrival. Yeah, we trained really hard for the entire month. The only reason Jiao Yuanchun would employ such under-the-table tactics is because she knows that a fair match would not be in her favor. So, let us yank her hand out from under the table and make her regret it.
내 내 명을 들은 시비수 결집이다.
We heard ourselves along the winding passages of Hongyuan. At first, I thought we might have been able to move faster had the Mephistopheles been here with us, but walking through the winding, irregular paths reminded me why palanquins were a thing in Hongyuan. Already. Upon our arrival at the location, Zhigang pointed out to us something emerged from the dark. Figure, no, 2, 4, small platoon of shadows. Damn it, we're surrounded. The shadows slid into physical form, lapping their purple serpentine arms at us. Sea branch of the Heisho packs. They don't belong to the family hierarchy. Oi, what now? What do you mean, what now? We can't sit here and waste any precious time. Come on, let's find our way out of this ambush. I thought you're somebody I'd like to suggest. Fighting's all about morale. Looks like the classes did have some effect. Sinclair's right, we don't have any time to waste.
먹을 콱 물어버리자고.
Well, crap.
이 거리면 충분해. 너한테 멀겠지만.
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하리.
대무로 꿰뚫어라. 저 해충들을 도려내라.
쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
사여, 길을 열어라.
Alright, that's probably got a good chance of working.
날개를 펼치고 해품을 걸어. 다음은 어디로?
And they just keep coming.
먹을 콱
시비수에게
물어버리자고.
명한다. 이 앞에 숨쉬는 혈압도 바로 누구 하나
Ha!
이 거리면 충분해. 너한테 멀겠지만.
고작 이 정도.
bad damage. Pow!
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘
Slice and dice. And then make julienne fries. Wait, what?
저 해충들을
이거리면
도려내
충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
사요. 짐승.
Alright, that's the last of them.
또 한 줄 길을 남겼군. 핏물진 길일 뿐이지만 세월이 지나면 홍호는 그제야 알게 되겠지. 이 홍로가
이 경로는 숨어들기 나쁘지 않군 거래.
Oh, well, isn't this convenient? Huh? Why do you start with 15 SP? Oh! It's because of that whole spring training thing. Nah, she'll win.
날개를 펼쳐
Yes, that was a Jujutsu Kaisen reference.
이 앞에 숨쉬는 자 누구 하나 살려보내지 마라.
이거리면 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
Ha!
목을 떨고 주마.
Well, dang.
뭐하건 뭐란 너. 너는 못 따라나.
You gotta be kidding me. Seriously?
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 지워버려. 무상한 목숨. 불끈을 지원할 뿐. 무상한 목숨. 불끈을 지원할 뿐.
적을 물어뜯고 너의 쓸모를 보라.
불필요한 관심은 사양하죠. 저는 조용한 게 좋아서. 불필요한 관심은 사양하죠. 저는 조용한 게 좋아서요.
I hadn't quite thought of it much before, but that idea of Ishmael's kind of resembles Pillow Deer. She's another VTuber. Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
틈새로 바로 틈새로 이제 깨우치시길.
다음 세상으로 넘어가려면 참 여기구나.
와르르 무너지는군.
혈압도
Not this time.
뱀으로 꿰뚫어라. 저 해충들
비거리는 충분해.
보여내.
너한텐 조금 멀겠지만
Nice.
사요. 짐승.
물 넘고 꺾고 제철.
비거리는 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만
와르르 무너지는군.
Now that's more like it!
초전해. 확살.
정작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나.
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니 내일
Yeah, boy.
떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
Alright, the adept, huh? What the heck? Uh-oh. That can't be good.
이 경로는 숨어들기 나쁘지 않군 그래.
The first thing I noticed upon entering the room was that it was hot and muggy with the heat of battle. Also evidenced by corpses of sea branch Heisho torn wildly about the room. Who's that? bloodied beast rises ponderously from the ground, its gaze rising to meet ours. Wait. Wei? Hold on. His eyes. Something's definitely off here. He's not looking at us. He's... Rhoda cuts off abruptly, having noticed that something didn't feel right. Wei. Away with you. The hooves intermittently kick the ground with anticipation and aggression. What happened here? Did the Heisho make it into the exam hall? Limbless snakes dare trespass? Your hideous coils. I'll crush the mulch under my hooves. You're Wei, right? He's completely lost it. I'll ground your filthy scales to dust. Okay. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much trouble am I in? This one seems the more dangerous.
일기당천. 목을 떨궈주마.
혈압도 바로.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
The fact that I actually have a couple of C branch identities probably did not help the misunderstanding. Ooh. Wait, hang on.
조심하시죠. 전장에서 촌딱처럼 두리번거리고
Thrashing to hatch.
피가 끓어오른 두 개에게 쪼아먹힐 테니까.
Oh, great. Ah, okay.
자,
시비수에게
어쩌겠지. 잘 생각해보고.
누구 하나
Crap. Oh, come on!
목을 떨궈주마.
이 거리는 충분해. 너한텐 멀겠지만.
분명해. 공원을 치자.
Down was a bad idea. Yes, I just realized that. Okay, I'm gonna have to use this one. Neutral? That doesn't seem right. Recoiling. Oh. Great. 50% damage from the burn, bleed, tremor, and rupture, and sinking. Oh, even better. see, if this unit has Strata Root, gain 1v coiling when hitting with a skill that triggers Tremor Burst against targets without Tremor. Does not gain any recoiling. If this unit's recoiling stack is maxed, consume all of it and lose 1 Strata Root next turn. Great.
모험하군.
Freaking minus coins, man. Ha! You shall not pass! Oh, I guess I shall.
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어.
No. You're not breaking this one.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
And this battle will conclude with victory. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Freaking Steam bots.
물 넘고 꺾고 제철.
Okay, what was that last one? Ah, okay. So Gale Struck only happens if it's if it's on hit without cracking. -2. Alright. Huh? Well, dang. Eat it. Could probably make that work. Yeah.
저 해충들을 도려내라.
Pow!
사여, 길을 열어라.
Oh dear. I think that one's more likely to work. Wait. Oh. Did I forget to change that? Yes, I must have. Oh, wait. Shoot. That's not going to clash against it. She does need Serpent Arm, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You have to picture like the gif of Jack Nicholson's having this huge grin and nodding. Oh. Nah. Just gotta beat that one coin. Same thing there.
불가 위야 막아내지 못해. 자, 빌어보세. 이 돌이 기꺼이 그대에게 가서 맡기를.
Almost got him staggered. Almost. Hmm. Well, crap. Double crap.
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어.
I'm gonna use that counter skill. Ooh. Well, how lovely. I should finish it.
혈연도 바로
와르르 무너지는군.
Alright, Wei, you need to chill out. Hey, you alright? My lady's, she's in there. Please, you must. Listen, buddy, you're not looking so good. That nasty wound Lei Hung gave you starting to bleed again. Josh Chun's Heisho will be here soon. Stay here and wait for their arrival. Don't you worry about a thing, Mr. Wei. Shichun's going to be just okay. Totally. Did you already forget who taught her? If only she hadn't chosen me then. She could have achieved such heights. She could have risen much higher than where she now stands. Wei's eyes shook restlessly, lost in the streams of past. Don't you know this already, Mr. Wei? Shichun became the hire to transform Hongmen into a nest that serves its lowest.
가문일서 모이만 뿌려주신다면 저희 투개는 주군께서 혐오하시는 그 어떤 벌레도 모래판에 남기지 않아요. 투개의 쓸모는 증명했어요.
He doesn't look so good.
부디 저희가 외칠 다음 전장을
5 stacking, 3 attack power, and 2 fragile. Oh, great. Dang! Yeah, no wonder it's called 2 Decapitation Death Blow. Didn't Ryoshi's version of this ID, it's like the drifting blade of Hongmen or something like that, didn't it feature a lot of poise and rupture? Oh. Oh. Oh, crap! It was you? Your big sister, Yuan Chun's final exam? If you're going to kill me anyway, why didn't you just take me out from the get-go instead of wasting all that time teaching me, pretending to be my master? I would hardly deem the hours spent in joy as waste, would you? Well, I'm not even surprised. The Guanyu is full of backstabbers anyway. Do not ever trust anyone who approaches you first. It is a saying that has saved a lot of lives in Hongmen and the city. Normally, those types of people wait until my guard is down to strike. You had plenty of opportunities to kill me during those classes. I gotta say, I forgot a bit of my edge when I was swinging those sticks. The one who hired me handed me, along with my payment, a silken bag of dried wolfsbane powder. So you were hired to poison me. Why didn't you? Yeah, why would I use that to claim my pupil's life when I could use it to pay off my tab and buy me a few bottles of quality wine at a local Kazan, which I did. They're precious enough to sustain 3 generations of family, eh? What? My life has thus far been one of rivers and footpaths, drifting hither and thither as the currents took me. A meaningless life of having gained nor left behind nothing. Wouldn't you know it, this kid who'd become the next hierarch? The first time in the history of family hierarchs I'd seen refused the true master of Hongyuan. Those with vision for the future of Hongyuan would grip the land as though it belonged to them. And Hongyuan, trapped in the grasp of a series of intrepid individuals, grew dark and suffocated. The other people, who initially seemed to have been included into the lessons as nothing more than an extra, may as well have forced the lessons out of me. And after a while of frolicking with the bumbling hierarch and a particularly nasty pupil, it seems that I shared all that I know with the both of you. Hey, despite the present circumstance, my lessons have all been without a speck of falsehood. Come then, never once have I taught a pupil who would fall at such a place. And if you do, I don't suppose you were a pupil of mine anyway.
최고의 방책은 전쟁이 일어나지 않게 하는 것.
Huh. Ain't guilt?
좋아, 구조를 파악했어. 중요한 건 내가 어떤 사람인지 알게 하는 것. 더 이상 두렵지 않아. 다른 누구도 아닌 나 자신을 들여다봐야 해. 자, 알고 있는 걸 전부 말해. 꽃처럼 바람처럼 가볍지만 벌처럼 날카롭게.
Podao. Take plus 10% damage from unopposed attacks, deal plus 30% damage with counterattacks. Oh, come on!
그 해결사의 역경에 비하면
What kind of RNG BS was that?
또 한 줄 길을 남겼구나. 핏물진 길일 뿐이지만 세월이 지나면
I guess I was supposed to go that way.
홍호는 그제야 알게 되겠지. 이 홍로가 무얼 바꿔.
헌팅 커틀러리 준비 끝.
Huh? Oh. Hmm. Okay, so results were mixed. Huh? Huh? Why is that one unopposed? Yeah, whatever. Guess I shouldn't stress it.
먹을 콱
I shouldn't stress over it.
이 앞에 진짜 누구를 보내지 마라. 혈압도 바로. 대무로 꿰뚫어라. 저 해충들을 도려내라. 어떻게 대관원을 수행하는지.
난 예상 못했나 봐.
Yeah, apparently with the assist attack that can result in a clash, and depending on how that goes, he'll either do that combo, he'll either do a combo attack, or he'll use the lonesome stand.
꽈리를 튼 뱀 근처엔 오지 말랬잖아.
불렀어 죽은? 필요한 일 있으면 언제든지 말해.
일기당천.
이제 깨우치시길. 퉁퉁투성.
물 넘고.
난 예상 못했나 봐.
Oh, man. Alright, so how many are there? 12. Okay.
먹을 콱 물어버리자고.
대무로 꿰뚫어라. 저 해충들을
이거리는
도려내라.
충분해. 너한테. 좀 알겠지만.
사요. 짐승.
And that one's gone.
뭐가 떨고 주마.
I don't think so. Punk. Pow! Oh, that one was wimpy.
이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나.
퉁퉁투성네.
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어. 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
이거리는 충분해. 너한테. 좀 알겠지만.
너는 없으니 더는 못 따라나.
Now that's a hit!
또 한 줄 길을 남겼군. 핏물진 길일 뿐이지만
When the student becomes the master.
홍호는 그제야 알게
Huh? How come this one takes Anchorfelon modules?
뭘 바꾼.
That's not me complaining. I just don't understand why. Just in case.
이런 임무는 뱀 중에서도 내가 제일이지. 대고의 방책은 전쟁이 일어나지 않게 하는 것.
Oh, he really changed up his skill set, didn't he?
좋아, 구조는 파악했어. 더 이상 두렵지 않아. 전부 보인다고.
I think I was worried.
자, 알고 있는 걸 전부 말해. 지도자라면 동료를 포기하지 않아.
Indeed. Why is the icon different? Oh, because the effect changed.
그 해결사의 역경에 비하면
Shichun! That's impressively sneaky. So they're not beasts of Hollywood for nothing, eh? They just had to get between me and my pupil's spar. Master, wait, you've been working for Yunchun this the whole time? Haven't you known me long enough by now to tell brief as our acquaintance has been? My source is known but the bottle. Travel 12 masters squeeze into battle when things were just starting to get interesting is quite discourteous, don't you think? Yeah, and the master stabbing his pupil at her back, isn't? Just as Sinclair and the Night Drifter were locked in an argument, the Heisho beasts who followed us into the room swung their purple arms at Jia Xinchun without hesitation. A slithering serpent arm which suddenly extended into considerable length. Haven't I already given you my due complaint, my friends? Stopped inches from Jia Xinchun's neck by the Night Drifter's arm, biting him instead. That's one potent venom. I can feel it spreading through my veins. Listen here, snakes. Haven't I done you courtesy enough? Go back to your holes. I'll even give you an excuse you could give to your lord. Say that you had to withdraw as the Night Drifter of the Drunken Palm got in your way. We serve the same client. Might as well let me take all the blame for your failure. but the Heisho wordlessly stood their ground. Fine, I didn't think you'd listen to someone who doesn't even hold your leash. Phooey. Too bad, too bad. Well, I suppose this should at least make for a fairer fight, with all of her teachers being here at all. You... I don't recall ever teaching you to make a face like that in front of an enemy. Fine, it's not like stopping one attack makes you our ally. At least one of my pupils knows that what she's talking about. Perhaps I shall open myself a humble wugong here in Hongyun once this contract is over. Assuming you survive the venom. Sadly, I don't think he will. That's all it does to him? Dang, he's really tough. I'll have to take that one. I'll have to eat it. What the heck is going on with these?
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
목을 떨궈주마. 혈압도 바로.
Nice.
이런 일에 흔들리면 안 돼. 이 거리는 충분해. 너한텐 멀겠지만.
I don't think so. Oh, come on!
답은 누구도 아니. 나 자신을 들여다봐야 해.
Eh, boy. Blood pour. Open throat chugging. If ever there was a technique named for some art of drunken boxing, that would definitely be one. Tossing an attack coin to take fixed damage, but the effects stack. Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, and it looks like it doesn't go down. Okay, so that's the one that inflicts blood pour. Or maybe not? I guess he hasn't readied it yet. Okay, that should do it.
불가 위야. 막아내지 못해.
Ha! Crap! Missed it by that much. Oh, I see. That's how she removes blood pour. Or that's how blood pour is removed. It's by that effect of hers. That should finish him off. Wrong one. There we go. Good, good.
일기당천.
지 목을 떨궈주마. 혈액도 봐라.
Good, good.
하나 넣어.
Let the coin power flow through you.
거꾸로 제철. 깔끔하게 물었군.
Needs more RAM. Eh. Uh-oh. If this unit speed is faster than the target's, coin power +1. How the heck does he inflict blood pour? Consume two of its stacks and gain mental awakening. As long as this unit has this effect, gain 4 final power and take plus 30% damage. On hit with a coin that inflicts bleed potency, inflict 2 more plus 2 more bleed on hit. If this unit has poise, deal plus 50% damage. Whoo boy! Activates if at least one enemy has 10 plus bleed at turn end. Against enemies with bleed, inflict 1 blood pour for every 5 bleed they have. Ouch! Is this gaming? Yes. Unless by gaming you mean gambling. In which case, well, I would say no. Some people would probably say it is based on it being a gacha game. Flash power -1, take minus 10% damage. Alright then. Play hardball. Ms. Liz, is that a King of the Hill reference? Oh.
도렸네.
쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
Hey, that worked out pretty nicely.
하여 길을 열라.
He's still got serpent arm.
무형. 마지막은 무념.
That was cool. That was cool. Okay. When did I inflict paralysis on him? Oh, it wasn't that. What was that pride skill that she used? And why is it not showing up in her summary? He was certainly a powerful foe, despite the casual way with which he carried himself. We'd already experienced a hint of his strength then, when he invaded our room during the Family Hierarch War and swiftly took out his target before leaving. There are slithering noises coming from above. Or his show. Can't fight him and the Sea Branch off at the same time. But if we were to try to create a distance between us and where the Sea Branch are waiting to strike us, the Night Drifter will definitely try to exploit that opening. Considering that we had to keep Shichun safe, I wasn't sure how much longer we could hold out here. Is it hard to recall your training outside our lessons? Remember that your gaze is form as well. Your enemies will take notice if you don't stop constantly eyeing at the door like a novice. See? The snakes have already mobilized to close off that exit. Ah, you're stalling until the Heisho packs of the Family Hierarch arrive. Your strategies and thoughts are plain as day. I see, that's why. These snakes are so impatient to complete the deed and slink back into their holes. The Night Drifter produced another tree branch from his clothes and quickly cast it toward the doorway behind where the Heisho were gathered. And with a thwack, the heavy roof atop the large door instantly crumbled, burying it and blocking off the snakes from entering. It was as though he hid an invisible weakness of the brickwork. I thought I'd give you 6 enough warning to head back. What are you doing? Why? A bumbling hierarch's promise to bring real change to Hongyuan has given rise to a certain intrusive thought that was put to sleep long ago. Once upon a time, a blade fiend of an infamous syndicate earned himself the hollow honor of joining the 10 Blades of the East. Yet what use is all that if he could not stop his little girl from passing on before her old man on a restructuring day? Oh. The world averted its gaze from me, so I looked away in return. Leaving behind my rooms, my steel, I picked up a simple tree branch to be my sole companion as I drifted about this city. When I abandoned both my honor and name, all that remained was a life of living for the sake of living, nothing more. And I believe the same fate would doubtless come for the rotten land of Hongren as well. Just as it had for this useless drunk, devouring it in the surging darkness as the sun falls yonder. Yet, doubt reared its head for the first time. It is the rooster's cry that signals the night's end. Do you see? The sun rises, even in Hongyuan. Listen well, for your final lesson begins. Emptiness of sound. Keep the venom within, let it not leave your tongue. Emptiness of form. One who aims to bring change to these lands must do so without the knowledge of curmudgeons too logged in wicked traditions to see a better path. Emptiness of mind. In Hongyuan, a land where even the sky lies out of sight, do not let your mind be too transparent. Do not let the Heisho stray for your presence again, not even for a moment. Rule of fear is a detestable thing indeed, yet you will gain nothing by appearing like an easy mark. Yes, master. Then, do what you must. It won't be very becoming of the hierarch of Hongyuan to let live a fellow assassin who dared to make an attempt at her life. Jia Shichun wordlessly tightened the grip around her weapon. Very good. An emptiness makes for such a pleasant sight, doesn't it? The Night Drifter grinned, having caught the encroaching scent of death. Sounds like he spent his time more or less looking for, well, a worthy student and a good death. And seems like he found both. The Night Drifter stumbled. He smelled of pungent, bitter wine. When the unsieved dregs of old, cloudy wines settle, the bitter life is left behind. Clear, crisp waters shall spring forth, twinkling under the sun's apricity.
모이만 뿌려주신다면 저희 두 개는 주분께서 혐오하시는 그 어떤 벌레도 모래판에 남기지 않아요. 두 개의 쓸모는 증명했어요.
I'm a little thirsty.
저희가 그치 다음 전장을
I'll be back. Alright, sorry about the interruption. Where's the proof? It's in the pudding! Pudding. The incident was quickly swept under the rug as independent actions of an anonymous, unaffiliated assassin only known as the Night Drifter. He was not registered to any kind of life insurance plan. His body was buried among the many unnamed graves of Hongyuan. I hear there was a rather unsavory incident at the most recent exam. I must say, it is fortunate that no important blood has been spilled during it. Yes. Very fortunate. A nameless, faceless man infiltrating the living quarters of Dagwanyun. I can only be glad that he met the deserved fate. Anyone who's at the site could attest to the fact that my guests and I were assaulted by Heisho's Sea Branch as well. If anyone's going to be held responsible, don't you agree that the blame should fall squarely on whoever decided to send the snakes to that particular location at that specific time, Big Sister? Is that so? Yet they testified that their presence was only to eliminate the Drifter of the Night who dared sneak into Dagwanyun. Earlier than your own Heisho pack, even. Yeah, not only did you get me a new master, your impatience to see my growth asked that same master to harm me. You've certainly outdone yourself, sister. There's nothing more than a boorish executioner of Hongyuan who is willing to do anything for money. I hope you won't be blaming your dear sister for the crime that man has committed independently out of his own volition. Shichun, I believe this only reinforces my argument that the people of Dagwanyun aren't the only people who believe that you are terribly out of your depth for the task. If that were the case, she would have died, wouldn't she? But Yuan Shun, I've learned so much thanks to you. Rest assured, I won't ever forget those lessons. I understand that many of you may be unhappy or frustrated with me, but you know what's an undeniable truth? That I'm still the legitimate victor of the family hierarch war. Sure, Big Sister Yuan Shun might know more about the details of Hongyuan's administration for now. She might fill your pockets for now, but in the long run, you know she does not have Hongyuan's best interests at heart. Inadequate I may be, but I'm still the Chief Executive Director here at H Corp, and you, dear Big Sister, are a temporarily visiting outsider from Q Corp. As its hierarch, I know exactly what Hongyuan needs, and I will give the best of my efforts to bring my vision for this land to reality. A place where no one needs to live in fear. A place where no one does not need to project fear. Yes, that is my vision for Hongyuan, for H Corp. And I never would have known a month ago that our hierarch had such vast ambitions. She's really saying it. The four great houses and I, we ruled and knew this land like the back of our hands before you were even a fetus. Indeed, I can tell. I suppose that's why Dagwanyun's growth never seemed to stop, while more and more people outside it seem to be falling to their deaths from their homes with every restructuring day. Don't you know the plastic nature of humanity? People will get used to the shadows when the heavens are shrouded. So if you won't cooperate with us, we will... No, I'm not the one who needs to cooperate. I am the hierarch. Besides, your us is done. Respected members of the board, I believe I have clearly explained my will. Forget about all of your under-the-table deals. And vote with your hearts. You seem very confident, Shichun. In case you didn't know, winning those exams has nothing to do with guaranteeing the results of the vote of no confidence. But yeah, I don't know. At this point, the vote seems like a mere formality to me. On what grounds? Just a hunch, not that you'd understand. It's true. With how often she's changing the conditions of these tests of votes, we can hardly trust her to be consistent.
That is indeed in stark contrast with the hierarch, who promised 30 days of return time and met it precisely on the dot. It is clear which of them should provide more stability for administrative purposes.
Thus the vote of no confidence began. I must have misjudged her in the past. She's not petty. She knows when to be serious, and I think she's got a good grip on the gravity of war without being consumed by the fear of it. And she remembered my name. With her eloquence, strategic prowess, and boldness, I believe that the current family hierarch is well qualified for her position.
I also have the faith that she will not ill-treat those of lower station than her. If she's got the handle of how to treat the heart of the smallest child, then I believe she has the capacity to tend to the hearts of those larger as well. While it would be remiss to judge so quickly, she has shown remarkable change and improvement over a short period of time. I say she is someone of rare talent we mustn't lose so easily. Shi Xijin, Shi Huazhen, Wang Zhao, Wang Qishan. Noted, she's been at the center of all kinds of fun, entertaining events in the world as I lost and gained gained my neck. Just think about the amusement she'll bring as the family hierarch. Even Shui Pan, who shared his sentiments via a letter, voted against the motion of no confidence. Like I said, a mere formality. State of crisis specifically refers to a situation in which the family hierarch is unable to perform their duties, or is affected by serious physical harm or mental impairment. I am both sound of mind and body, and I can handle all duties appertaining to the seat of the family hierarch. Which means that your services are no longer needed here. Not that they ever were, big sister. Don't you think you've more than overstayed your welcome by now? Here I was, wondering what you were doing with this ragtag group of half-witted nobodies like your brother. I suppose you didn't spend your whole month lounging around. Very well. Savor this little victory for a while. I understand that it was a significant endeavor for you to attain it. Be safe on your way home, big sister. And please, do watch your health. You've always been a sickly child come winter, haven't you? Remember that the only way is down once you've reached the peak. There goes the perfect opportunity to take control of Hogyuan. Our time shall come. Hogyuan without the Shun Huan worm will fall behind and get crushed under the wheels of progress. Then... Nothing. Oh, you said that he smells no fragrance from me anymore. Don't let that linger in your heart, little Bao Chai. Crawling in the muck alongside those lowly plebeians must have dulled his senses. Am I even useful to you anymore? But you won't come back. I can't make him come back. I understand that now. At least not. Come with me to Q Corp. Oh, but even my own family has cast me out. What could I possibly do? Have I not given you my word that I can make him return? The strategies of old say that one must stir trouble in the east and strike for the west. That's one of Sun Tzu's, was it 36 stratagems? I think that's it. Now that trouble has stirred in H Corp, they will hardly have the wherewithal to fix their eyes upon the goings of Q Corp. When the time comes, your fragrance shall spread beyond H Corp to Baoyu. I trust that he will never sit idly by when danger threatens Jia Shichun. But I have nothing. Poor little Bao Chai, even you are blinded to the shadows cast by your own lamplight. Allow me to illuminate what use you may be to me. Worry not. I'm your only remaining light, after all, aren't I? You are... With Shichun watching us with an oddly bashful look, we prepared for our departure from Dogwanyuan. Given that Mephistopheles still showed no signs of ever coming back, it seemed that we were to be assigned to various odd jobs around this area for a little while. Not to mention the news of distortions occurring in H Corp. Let me guess. The distortions are big wigs and other high-ranking people who got dealt a major setback by the family hierarch war. We're finally leaving this place for real, huh? Shichun, we'll be heading out soon. Yeah, whatever. Get your butts out of here. Please, don't even think about looking back. Shichun exaggeratedly waves her hand to make us leave. Hey, if we ever get the chance... Yeah, fat chance. I'm sure we've both had more than our fill of each other for this lifetime. Besides, I'll be too busy to go anywhere for a while anyway.
I think she's gonna come up again in the game story, and when she does, she's probably gonna have bags under her eyes from being so busy with running things in H Corp. Well then, if you ever need our help, my line's always open.
Hey, I'm the family heart. Who needs whose help now?
Truly, we're authority well now.
Speaking of which, you still have to stay here in Hungary, don't you? Did you find a place to stay? No, not yet. Why did you just stay here for a little bit instead of going out there again and getting scammed? The Hungry's open, you know. Oh my! For all that get out, going, don't even think about coming back. Seems to me you're pretty sad to see us go, aren't you? Who said that? I'm just extending my generosity, giving you an opportunity to be more efficient. Remember your last attempt at finding a lodging here? The whole building melted away. Anyways, I'll let everyone know that your party is free to enter and leave Dogonian whenever you want, so use it if you want.
She's such a tsundere. After pelting us with that rapid-fire answer without giving us even a second to reply, she whipped around and left to join away.
Oh, verily, to be an educator of another was a task most daunting.
Did the laws even teach a proper class? Don't tell me our class consists of her showing off those figure-8 collections and force the students to sit through another one of them obscure lore summaries. He's not wrong.
Well, Heath, I sure hope you didn't let Sinclair completely walk all over you. Haha! I sure hope Rhodia didn't totally get shown up in her own area of expertise.
Oi! Smoking lots of the penchant for abbreviation. How'd your class go? Did you manage to teach them anything, or did you just abbreviate your way through the whole lesson? Yeah, speaking of which, I don't think I've seen you smoking in a while. Haha, yeah, no smoking in front of kids. I remember you saying something about how it's totally against common sense to smoke in front of a kid. That probably has something to do with her upbringing. Speaking of which, you had some awesome tricks up your sleeve, Ryoshu. Never thought you'd know to do things like that.
People learn when there's a need.
Ever since the classes began, Ryoshi started looking far off into the distance with an odd expression. Sometimes she'd hum a melody we hadn't heard of before.
Bummer, we didn't get to sit in on each other's classes. It would have been nice to see different sides of everyone.
We're gonna have a lot of stuff to talk about once we head back, huh? Really wasn't sure where I could possibly get started. Well, since Shi-Chun's given us the option, let's head back to Yihangwon.
You've seen them off with surprising stoicism, my lady. Haven't you been repeatedly eyeing their departure date on the calendar over and over with a look that could just as well be mournful? Gosh, that's because I couldn't wait to get those freeloaders off my back.
Well, now that now that their company has departed, I suppose peace shall reign over Dogornian for a while. My lady, I believe you are now prepared to stand alone against whatever trial that comes your way.
Yeah, I know. I also know that I'll carry the lessons they've taught me in my heart for a long, long time.
There you go. Got enough there for another 3 bulk pulls. The green glow of Enkafelin. Wonder why that might be. That's some awfully mournful music.
둥글게 감겨 시작과 끝이 맞닿아 있는 실타래가 있었다.
There's a clue of thread, raveled of a single strand whose beginning is its end.
모든 순간은
Moments become
시신과
wefts and warps that
날씨를
crisscross into a weave,
시간은 흐르지 않고
and the flow of time spools into in a single spot.
자, 읽어봐.
Go on, read it. Shoo!
너의 첫울음과
From the echo of your first cry to the whisper of your last breath.
모든 순간의
In the heart of every moment, my eyes catch a glimpse of you.
아니, 그 글자는 그렇게
No,
읽는 게 아니라
that's not how you read those letters.
요시대라고 읽는 거다.
Yoshihide, that's how you say it.
요슈,
Ah!
이게 더 편하고 이쁘잖아.
Ah!
길을 잃은 내 아이야.
Dear lost child of mine,
돌아오는
should the way
방향을
back home
모르고
elude you,
가장 아팠던
follow the thread
첫눈을
back to the very
거두면서
first knot that hurt the
되짚어라.
most.
그 떨림이
Where
멈는
the quivering
곳에
stops,
내가 있단다.
that is where you will find me.
오늘이군요.
Today's the day.
오늘이네요.
Today's the day indeed. Boss, are you?
잠깐 떨리냐는
Hold,
질문은 하지 마.
hold. Please don't ask me if I'm nervous. Only ordinary, unremarkable researchers with a particularly low level of confidence in their own material ever get nervous.
말하고 보니
Our unfinished query has reminded me of the last academic assembly. It was this fellow who simply could not stop their hands from shaking with the frequency of 5 oscillations every 3 seconds. Even after taking an entire fistful of tranquility boluses. What a miserable sight that was. Oh, of course, perhaps the fear that the attendees might not possess the intelligence to comprehend even half of my presentation may source a reasonable level of anxiety, not enough to make my legs tremble somewhat. But I've been quite relieved of that concern after you reviewed my materials. Well, if you were able to understand it, then the audience should have no problem following the general narrative.
적어도
Well, at least you won't be dosing the audience chock full of your verbal sedative this time.
그러고 보니
On another note, have you any clue as to why our cooperation request for additional research is still pending approval?
LCA 연구 개발팀에서 계속
LCA R&D team has repeatedly denied our request. Apparently we're to focus solely on our on our present research.
까다롭겠구나.
Rather narrow-minded bunch, aren't they? Do we know specifically who denied our requests? The assistant manager simply could not stop their hands from shaking, even after taking an entire fistful of tranquility boluses. It seems pretty obvious that they're still carrying the grudge from when you scoffed at them.
그랬던 건가?
That's so. Well, I have no choice but to approve our request after this presentation. Present research has already progressed beyond the point of satisfaction, after all. Of course, boss, of course.
아무래도 안 되겠고.
This won't do. But the motivation behind my additional research request was to sate a personal curiosity.
회사에 이익이 될 연구이면 틀림이
I have no doubts in my mind that it will end up benefiting the company's bottom line.
마찬 혹시
Martin, do you have our additional research proposal with you? Even the LCA will have no recourse but to approve it once they see the projected gains from its success.
승인하지 않고서는 못 베기겠지.
That. I left it back at the research hall. Didn't think we'd need it today.
그 연구에서
The
성과를
successful outcome of that research should also be able to boost the efficiency of our electrical systems.
안 그래도
I'm sure the need for more power is a mutual concern. We already have precious little to spare with how much energy our present research consumes.
연구실 난방기에 쓰는 전력도 아깝다고
They've-
다 같이 추이.
Hang on, that's weird. They're doing research on distortions and I think some abnormalities as well. They should be able to collect Enkafelin from that, from the distortions and abnormalities they have on hand, and use that to supply use that to meet some of their energy demands, right? So how come that's not happening? Something's not adding up here. The math ain't mathin'.
Yeah, we know. We even had to conduct our experiments in the freezing cold because we rerouted powder from the heating system to save electricity. Well, I stayed toasty thanks to my ego gear, but still. Anyways, I'll go grab the proposal. You two should focus on the presentation prep. Her ego gear helped keep her warm. I can't help but imagine like everybody else huddled real close to her to stay warm. Oh crap! Request your support. This is LCE Department Corridor YS4. Request immediate support. Situation's a code. Apologies. I didn't wish to so unnecessarily cut him off, but as it seems he passed out, let me be the messenger instead. I won't bother with the fancy code speak. The situation here is entirely hopeless. That's probably what he wished to say. A few hours later. A good deal of time had passed since we said our heartfelt farewells to Joshi Chun, yet we still remain stuck in Hongyuan. You sure we're setting off today? Look at you got the date wrong. I'm pretty sure I didn't, but even in the Sod's late, she was supposed to get Virgilius and Pilot. Right ahead lies the road that leads straight out of Hongyuan. Given Sod's memo telling us to drive out here with a truck, there should be no room for error this time. I sure hope that's the case. When we left on Guanyin earlier, the guards at the gate actually asked me what time we'd be coming back. They probably think we've taken up permanent residence here at H Corp. That's surprising. After saying goodbyes left and right, not to mention 2 farewell banquets, we're still sitting here on our butts without any sign of leaving. Exactly. By now, the Vert should have appeared out of nowhere with his usual time to move on to our next destination, Dante, like he always does. Then Carla would say, off we go, Mephi, vroom vroom. It's been forever since I heard her last. I don't think there was ever a time that Virgilius was gone this long. The breach of contract may have led to extra workload for him, but even so, his prolonged absence remains unusual. All this just because he went out of his way to help us? Not necessarily. While it is true that the penalty incurred from breaching the contract yet remains, the LCC's operation in H Corp, which he was assisting with, was immediately concluded following Zhao Shichun's inauguration as the family hierarch. I failed to think of any other reason apart from that. Virgilius and Karen would always be away whenever he traveled to a new place, but yeah, never for this long. Maybe he's just off doing whatever he usually does when spending time with Karen? Everyone turned to look at Faust. At this point, there's no information that can be shared regarding Virgilius' absence. Maybe we can ask Virgilius when he gets here. You honestly reckon he'd say a word about where he was? That bloke nobody ever tells us where to go. Never where he's off to. Verily, never hath he deigned to bring any of us on his ice cream trips, save young Karan. Oh, perchance his path is that of a culinary journey to sample the unique specialties of each district? Be serious for one second, lass. This ain't a foodie tour. Aside from guiding our path, it may simply be that Virgilius has a path of his own to walk. I've got no idea what his path would even look like. We're only here to follow the journey as guided by Virgilius. We know neither the path he has walked or the path he seeks to walk. I wonder if he'll ever share his history with us one day. I suppose it's being his usual absentee self, but that don't explain why Son ain't here, does it? You've been late plenty of times, yeah. I ain't like the loss to keep us hanging. Maybe there's been a change of plans? When an operative goes dark without warning, it's usually due to an unforeseen variable, not a change of plans. As if to prove Otis right, someone forcefully yanks the truck's door open. Sod! Holy, what happened to you? Sod stumbled into the truck, short of breath. She was bleeding and covered in wounds both minor and serious. Her eyes glistened with wild anxiety. A broken pistol hung from her waist. It's impossible not to notice the still fresh gashes and wounds on her.
First thing that caught my attention, however, was the stump right where her left arm used to be. Yeah, I'd say that's a serious wound.
흑수
Whoopsie.
필두 이상이요.
컨제스천 클리닝 아머 장비 장착까지 앞으로 1분.
Let's see. Target has Shattered World. Flick plus 1 more burn potency and sinking potency with this unit's base attack skills. When you kill due to burn damage, gaining damage up next turn for a random attack type. Ah, phooey.
나를 불렀나? 주인놈
문을 열시.
나를 불렀나?
만국된 직선을 직선으로 질주하겠소.
지금 바로
Prepare for battle immediately.
저는
I am
보다시피
no longer able to operate.
더
As
이상
you can plainly
작전을
see,
수행할 수 없는 상황이라.
I need your
여러분,
help. Sod collapsed to the floor before we even had the chance to ask her if she was okay or what had happened to her. What had happened to her arm? Oh, she's missing her arm. I'm pretty sure she's not okay.
베르길리우스 씨와 접선한 직후
Immediately after rendezvousing with Mr. Virgilius, I was ambushed,
그렇지 않아.
and the attackers.
올 거예요.
The attackers will be here any minute. For once, her resolve had not faltered even in the face of death. A grave look of despair now filled her eyes.
격 인원은
How many hostiles? 2.
한 명은 베르길리우스
While Mr. Virgilius was dealing with one of them,
베르가?
Virg was? Color returned to Rhodia's face upon hearing Virgilius' name.
그러면
Well,
벌써
then maybe Virg is already on his way
여기로
back after
오는
wiping the
건
floor with both of them.
아니, 아닐
No,
거예요.
I don't think so. It's Karan. I lost her.
카론을 붙잡고
The dwarf the opera is holding on to Karan with.
제가
Never should have let go. Never should have let that happen.
카론군을 놓쳤다니.
Thou couldst not hold on to young Karan? How? What? Assad grimaced, her expression an amalgamation of guilt and confusion. It was a far cry from her usual collected self.
혹시 카로님이
Did they take Karan hostage?
카론이
Yes, I
그자들을
could not stop them from taking
막을 수
Karan. What about Pilot?
상처가 깊지만
Pilot was heavily wounded, but
의식은
the last time I saw him, he was conscious.
우선
We should prepare for battle, now!
적어도 목표는
At least our
명확하게.
current objective is clear. Executive Manager.
처리한 뒤
At least our current objective is clear, Executive Manager. First, take out the pursuers, then investigate Karan. The exact motive of the perpetrators is yet to be revealed.
어쩌면 이 습격이 끝이
We may be
아닐지도
facing
몰라요.
multiple fronts. I briefly picked up a transmission from HQ while running this way, and a sudden buzz of white noise breaks through the truck's silence. Any station, respond. Respond. Sod froze up, staring at the radio speaker. Gregor is the first to act in her place. This is LCB, I read you. What's the situation? Over. HQ research facility. Research facility. Under attack. My darling daughter, hope you've been doing well for yourself out there. Don't you think it's about time you stopped playing and came home? Utter silence descends as a kindly call-in cuts off the blood-curdling scream from the other side. The voice that came through the radio was nothing short of affection. And it was easy to guess who the daughter was.
시계. 거미줄이 쳐졌다.
Spiders have spun their web clock. Web?
피할 수 없는
It is
기회.
woven so intricately that there's no way around it.
물어봐.
That's when I recalled something Lei Hung had mentioned, the House of Spiders. When did he mention that? Thinking back to how intensely Yoshu reacted then. Do you think these attackers have something to do with that Lei Hung guy from earlier?
그럴 리가.
Unlikely.
그놈은 스쳐가는
He's just one of my many
과외
passing
선생님들 중
tutors.
하나일세.
그럼 도대체 누가?
Then who could have... It's the headquarters for crying out loud.
모르겠어요.
I don't know. The HQ, it's
본사는
not the kind of place everyone can just force their way into.
곳에 무단 침입.
Breaking into a place like that? It's completely unthinkable. What now? Usually I would use my intuition to choose the best course of action and lead the sinners during a mission. Who would have thought that the HQ, which was meant to brief us about the mission in the first place, would come here to attack, especially where we were left without a guide.
그래.
Fine, I didn't expect them to come find me themselves. Once the spiders have spun the web, they tend to wait for the prey to stumble into it after all. The plume of cigarette smoke lingered for a moment before scattering into the air. When I looked at Ryoshu's face, what I saw was an expression of strange euphoria.
묘슈 씨,
Yoshu,
혹시 당신에게는
is this all
이
just
마저 재밌는 일에
some
지나지
recent
않는
diversion
건가요?
for you? Sod shot an incredulous look at Ryoshu, who was nonchalantly puffing the last of her cigarette to ash.
그래.
Sure is.
그토록 고대하던
The long-awaited moment has finally found me.
마침 두근거리는 게
Why wouldn't I be
당연하지 않나?
excited? That's just...
하지만
I don't presume.
유희에 대한
My excitement for the coming pleasure
진심은
will not interfere with my
별개의
effectiveness.
나는 단
I've never
한순간도
once let enjoyment get in the way of taking the job seriously.
이전에도
Not ever. Not now.
곧 이곳까지 올
You said
거라
this
했지.
seance will be here soon?
버스 기사를
Is the one who took the
데려갔는데
driver coming to... Karan.
카론 씨한테
If anything happens to Miss Karan, I
붉은 시선님을
I
본
wouldn't be able to
면목이
bring
없어요.
myself to face the red gaze.
대화가 안 되는 거야.
This isn't going anywhere.
거미들이 버스 기사를
spiders won't hurt the
건드리진 않을
driver.
거다. 버스 기사는
She's just their
커다란
bait to
먹잇감을
lure out
막기
the
위한
bigger
미끼.
prey.
그러니 볼썽사납게
But stop
떨지
panicking and set
말고
us up. It's unsightly.
세팅이나 하도록.
네?
What?
이 트럭의
The
뒷문.
back door of this truck. Can it connect us directly to the HQ research facility right this instant?
잠시만요.
Wait, it can, but
본사로 직행하는
to use the back door portal that leads straight to the HQ, I need to verify the security code specifically for each coordinate. It's going to take some time. Gives us enough time to deal with your pursuer. I saw navigated through the vehicle's machinery with her remaining arm. The sinners all began to keep watch on their surroundings, weapons at the ready.
그런데 본사로 가도 괜찮은 거 맞나요?
I'm guessing Sod
발로 들어가는 게
probably used something like quick clot to staunch the bleeding. That's an actual thing, by the way. So, are you sure it's a good idea for us to head to the HQ? I feel like we're walking ourselves into a trap here. What if we requested assistance from Daguanian instead?
방법은 될 수 있겠지.
That can be a solution, yes. However, as this concerns our HQ, resolving this crisis with help from a wing, even one whose leader we are on good terms with, will require an enormous favor to be repaid. Your decision, Executive Manager. We'll head straight to the HQ research facility as soon as Sod opens the portal. It wasn't hard to intuit that Ryoshu's turn had arrived, given her evident excitement. So, the back door leading to the HQ, which Ryoshu intends to use, should be the path we're meant to take this time.
각오하는 게 좋을 거다.
Better prepare yourselves. What awaits us, without a single shred of doubt, is hell.
나라도 넌
And there at its depths lies something that has always been waiting for me.
심장의 소리.
Hot strums above us, walking the vehicle's roof.
차량을
Have been
발견.
found. Boy, I should we get out of the truck before it caves it under our heads.
아니요.
No, P-Corp Singularity protects this truck, remember? Something that's supposed to keep whatever's inside safe. We should just lie low in here until...
안전한 건
Y-
맞지?
you sure about that? I can see a teensy crack in the ceiling. A crack that makes no sense. The ceiling should be elastic enough to bend under most physical impacts instead of cracking. It is true that the exterior of this vehicular transportation device utilizes P-Corp singularity. That is why this truck is more spacious inside than it appears from the outside, and has good defenses against external forces. However, unlike the experimental model we boarded in P-Corp, this vehicle appears to be a more affordable model used flexibly as a shuttle before Team's deployment. That is to say, that for singularity technology to perform at a competent level, higher level investment is required. Budget models, even those of singularities, can still end up being countered. So they chip it out!
그렇다면 거미 집의 아비는 아니고
And the assailant is not one of the nurse fathers from the House of Spiders.
아비 중 한
If it were one of them, the first
이
shock would have shattered
정도까지는
this wall into
첫
pieces.
순간을
I suppose kicking up the top dogs would have made for a rather bland story progression. The nurse fathers? Wait, you were the same people they hung. We'll have time for speculations later. Executive Manager, the ceiling's about to cave in. Go for the kill the moment they get inside. That was quick. At the ready, men! Wait, don't engage! We were readying ourselves to skewer the intruder the moment he stepped inside. We had to immediately backtrack on that idea when we saw who he was carrying. She's only unconscious and breathing still. I see. You cut Saad's arm off so you'd have something to track her down with. And she has gone straight to seek help from her comrades. It was indeed a correct decision for us to wait and see how she'd react. The intruder continued, glancing towards Zod. As if in response to that, Ryoshu placed her hand on her scabbard. Ryoshu? BDOK. I won't dare hurt the bus driver. So don't make a fuss, Clock. Oh, what do you mean she's okay? She's okay. Ryoshu? Ryoshu ignored Sinclair and rushed toward the intruder, her scabbard cleaving through the air. Oh, parried that, did you? Have you no regard for the hostage's life? You won't dare let her die unless you're planning to incur the Red Guide's wrath. Like Ryoshu said, the intruder was only defending himself against her strikes without harming Kanan. Just as the other sinners were stepping up to join the assault. I intended to face you one at a time, as the propriety of honorable combat dictates, but fortunately, since I cannot let you take her back until my master arrives. The intruder gestured with his hand, and strange, bizarre things dropped through the ceiling with a thump. I must resort to using some borrowed weapons. What the crap are these things? Are these distortions or monsters of some kind? No. I think they're people. This master. We're just supposed to be handling whoever that is, yeah? The color most illustrious must be deterred from wielding his full might on account of young Kanon's capture. You ask your Kanon book it to HQ or wherever. Or wherever. That'll let the guide go all out. Yeah, that seems to be the best shot we have at this moment. Still, let's be careful and prioritize Kanon's safety above all else. Liberation of bones contingent on cardiac rhythm. Ooh. These things got some nasty tricks up their sleeve. One? believe I have the upper hand there. Oh yeah, definitely.
일기당천.
Ugh.
뱀으로 꿰어들어라. 저 해충들을 도려내라.
Pow! Okay, maybe not.
사여, 길을 열어라.
이 거리는 충분해. 너한텐 멀겠지만.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
마음을 떨고 주마. 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나. 혈압도 바로.
Nice. Dang, how many of these are there? Crap. Big crap.
일기당천.
시리스에게 명한다. 이 앞에 숨지는 자. 죽지 마라.
물 넘고 꺾고 제철.
자,
Hmm.
어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
Oh, come on! That's crap!
너한테 알겠지만.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
다음은 어디로?
Dang.
또
Really roughed up my
한 줄
party.
길을 남겼군. 핏물진 길일 뿐이지만 세월이 지나면 홍호는 그제야 알게 되겠지. 이 홍로가 무얼 바꾸었는지를.
Oh. Great. Yeah, poison and rupture. That's what I thought.
보는 눈은
나를 불러.
문을 열시.
컨제스천 클리닝 아머 장비 장착까지 앞으로 1분.
Spaghetti.
내 명을 들은 시비수 결집이다.
I think there's a trick to each of these. This toolkit seems familiar. Reduce the speed of target with all of the student's skills. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I just have to make sure to keep cycling the sinners that clash with him. I'll tell you. Oh, come on! Seriously?
그게 아닙니다. 제 자세를 다시 해보십시오.
Of course, I'm struggling because he won a bunch of those clashes. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do some grinding. And on that note, I probably should call the video here. Or, not video, stream, whichever. Technically, it's a video if you're watching it on the VOD.
범인이었던 지난 날과 다를 바가 무엇인지.
Yeah, that's the ID number for me if you want to shoot me a friend request. Friend request. I just gotta finish that because I've got a mirror dungeon run in progress. Yeah, fourth floor. Okay, this won't take too long. Was I using a rental team? Yes, I was. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. I went with the Miracle in District 20 pack. Yeah.
버틀러 차원 가방 준비 완료했습니다.
기다려 주시게. 마법의 삐삐님이 전해주는 지령을 기다려 주시게. 마법의 삐삐님이 전해주는 지령을 해석이 조금.
Yeah, she is wearing thigh highs under Rocinante. Although I have a hunch as to how they got them on. See, if I'm not mistaken, the seal breaks on her if she takes both of the shoes off. I think they did it I think they took one shoe off, got that thigh-high sock on, put the shoe back on, and then did the same thing with the other leg. Maybe. Although, what if she got a prescript to put those thigh-high socks on under Rocinante? I don't know, something to consider. I mean, it's worth noting that in the ID picture, it's the first one that doesn't have the hellish pupils that she usually does. Basically, she has like normal round pupils instead of ones that are more like slits. Because it's supposed to represent how the identity of Sancho has been so completely suppressed by... Well, has been so completely suppressed because of the... Well, how much she's surrendered to the prescripts. Also, I'd like to direct your attention to this icon because it is freaking adorable.
시원합니다.
결정. 해본. 좋아. 지령에게 불확실한 것은 없네.
That's odd, it doesn't say cleared. But he also doesn't have any karmic retribution or whatever the crap it's called.
나대지 말고 내 뒤에 서 있어, 주인.
Also, I'm pretty sure that this abbreviation here is supposed to be short for bloody murder, but it's also worth noting BM can be short for bowel movement.
소리와 호흡을 멈추고
Cool.
대행 완료.
이 심장이 잠깐 저릿했기에 무어문 중
겁나를 내게 바쳐주자.
이 심장이 잠깐 저릿했기에
이 속에서 이 속에서
아비 교환
목을 내놓고 있도록.
진짜 적개체 무력화. 확인 사살. 꿈을 꾸러가도록.
오롯한 검의 길에 한 걸음 더 가까이
Alright.
이번에도 지령의 뜻은 본인과 같군.
Admittedly, it took me a little bit to figure out that there's a bit of a trick to getting it's like, what was it? At least 15 ego gifts that are of the... Okay. that are of a keyword that you need in order to complete an achievement for the mirror dungeon. No. We should have specified damage, not win rate. Wait, that would have made for a better win rate! Okay, this game doesn't know what the crap it's doing.
예측할 수 없게.
소리와 호흡을 멈추고
하늘을 찔렀어.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
멈춰.
전술 시야 전개. 오제트의 눈으로.
Alright, I don't need that many people attacking that. Okay, there we go.
시연합니다.
진짜 예측한 점. 격발. 적개체 무력화. 확인 사살.
Tremor burst indeed.
이게 심장이. 진단지를 땡기.
하늘을 찔렀을 것.
The heck does that do? A1 protection, gain the following effects during the combat phase. Quit scrolling, alright? When this unit is in the main target of unopposed attack skill, have the chance for this skill's first coin to flip heads. Clash from the start. Let's see, the first clash, have the target's chance to flip heads for all of its coins. For both of the above effects, if the target uses minus coins, have the chance to flip tails instead. Yeah, that should do.
포위만 구축.
Shadowy gnomes. Yes, I said gnome. That's how it's spelled, after all.
이게 심장이. 참. 아베 교.
Ooh. Isn't that convenient?
목을 내놓고 있도록.
일종일이야.
어제 하늘을 찔렀을 뿐.
이번에도 치령의 뜻은
Alright,
본인과
next.
같군.
Cherry gnomes? Don't need that many attacking it.
검날 내게 바쳐주지. 여기가 목숨 전투의 명에 따르게 아니겠지.
정해진 운명이라네.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
결정, 해동. 초월, 지령에게 불확실한 것은 없네.
Out of the Index members have gotten a prescript directing them to go to the library to research a purple back gorilla. Okay, looks like it's... Yeah. Might as well do it myself. Sheesh! Yeah, I think that'll do it. Yep, that's one down. Oh, that one's staggered. And that one's down.
운명적인 죽음. 미래를 과거와 같이.
That didn't get in karmic retribution, did it? No, it did not. Good to know. Procuration annihilation. Ooh.
예측할 수 없게. 대응 완료.
Yep, I can see why the skill is called that.
비명을 질러.
Just had a bit of a funny thought. Like, what if some of the Index members from the same mirror world as that Don Quixote identity get like a prescriptive, like, you know, give Don Quixote head pats. I could see it happening.
이번 전투를 잘 마치면 칭찬해 주겠어.
Oh.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
억제 성공. 진짜. 격발. 적개체 무력화.
필연자
확인 사살.
절대자.
소리와
Or it's like any time where the Index members gets a prescript like that, it's like Don Quixote gets a prescript to like go along with whatever with their prescript.
여기가 흡속이군.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
결정. 해본. 초월. 지령의 벽 불확실한 것은 없네.
오제트의 눈으로.
그대는 어디까지 가고 있어?
It's like another. It's like here, help. You know, another prescriptor. It's like help Don Quixote train with her new ego, and like the person who gets, you know, but it's like the person who gets that prescript at the end all says, "And it's been nice knowing you."
포위만 구축.
운명적인 수고일세.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
슬픈 일이 이게 심장이 마비 교환.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking.
포위만 구축.
여기가 흡속이군.
직접 밝혀준다. 흡속에서
미래를 과거와 같이.
전술 시야 전개. 오제트.
Ah, dang. He's not gonna get around to... Well, maybe he will get around to using Furiosa Replica. Especially if I cheese it by intentionally using weaker skills.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
Now that's a finisher! I'm just trying to accumulate a bunch of poise gifts. I don't know if it'll retroactively count if I manage to actually achieve it. I don't know if it'll retroactively count towards achievements once they're opened up for the mirror dungeon. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I honestly don't know.
이번에 읽어줄 동화책은 이것으로.
Some boss. There we go.
시연합니다. 건물 확보.
여기가 백성 전투의 명을 따르게
결정. 좋아. 지령에게 불확실한 것은 없네.
오제트의 눈으로.
Huh. Oh yeah.
시연합니다. 이게 심장이. 잠깐 저리 대기.
Oh, that's right, there's multiple waves.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
이게 심장이. 잠깐 저리 대기. 소리와 호흡을 멈추고
Omaewa Shitani. Or whatever the heck it was.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라. 비명을 질러라.
무음중
전술 시야 전개. 오제트의 눈으로.
Oh, okay. Max stack of 20.
목을 내놓고 있도록. 속에서
Well, I wonder if it's ever going to be revealed why exactly it is that, Brian? Is that how his name is pronounced? Why he was directed, presumably by the prescripts, to just become a carbon copy of Roland.
이게 심장이. 잠깐 저리 대기.
전술 시야 전개. 오제트의 눈으로.
Oh.
포위망 구축. 억제 성공. 진짜. 격발. 격개체 무력화. 확인 사살.
Holy crap, that's a lot of poise.
이게 심장이.
Both the potency and the count. And just imagine if you used Furiosa with that much.
미래를 과거와 같이.
Okay, so what am I gonna get? What do I get to obliterate next? Eh. I went up against that once, and I did not have a good time. Yeah, what the heck?
강습 준비 완료.
How the heck is that Oh. That would do it.
시연합니다.
억제 성공. 진짜.
Bang bang!
격 예측한 대로.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
전술 시야 전개. 오제트의 눈으로.
Okay, so apparently failing a clash does not get karmic consequence. Good to know.
포위망 구축.
셋째. 아직 얼음일 뿐인가 보다.
Yeah, you might actually get around to busting our Furiosa this battle. How lovely!
목을 내놓고 있도록.
꿈을 꾸.
초월. 지령에게 불확실한 것은 없네.
I don't follow.
검나를 내게 바쳐.
오랫동안 검의 길을 한 걸음 더 가까이.
이 전투에 명예 따위를 구하는 건 아니겠지.
슬픈 눈빛. 여기 심장이.
Nope, that's 8.
여기 심장이. 잠깐 대기. 아비 교환.
Semi trucks, their engine braking. Not sure if the microphone picked that up. I mean the engine braking. There's a very good reason why semi-trucks are not supposed to do that within city limits.
베어 떨고
Which city? Most.
목도하시게.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라. 풍속에서
When I say not supposed to do that, I mean it's illegal.
여기 심장.
예측한 대로
잠깐. 지리멸렬.
Ah, man! That's all going to waste.
그대는 어디까지 각오했을지. 그대는 선택받았으니. 딸아이도 이 상처를 기억하고 있으면 좋겠구려. 마침내 그대는 어디까지 각오했을지.
As I'll not even bother trying to milk for Furiosa. This is gonna end up going to waste.
격발
소리와 호흡을 멈추고
징적 발견.
전술 시야 전개 오제트의 눈으로
Yeah, what the heck.
예측했어, 깨.
Just walk it off, Heathcliff.
꿈을 꾸러가
셋째.
Dang it, Heathcliff. I said walk it off.
포위망 구축 예측한 대로
정해진 운명이라네.
민감을 준비하라
초월. 지령에게 불확실한 것은 없네.
전투 응대에 나선다.
앞으로 둘. 하나를 찔렀어.
I guess it makes sense that this whole that this
밝혀준다.
whole theme pack would end up being a bloodbath.
건물 확보.
Alright, there we go. That'll probably finish it off.
서 있도록.
앞으로 하나. 이게 심장이. 잠깐 저리 댔기.
영원한 참으로 인도하지.
Yeah, let's see, this place is like a giant scrapyard. All kinds of refuse find their way here, only to be burned. The difference is that this scrapyard collects nothing but bones. Human bones, beast bones, and the bones of something that is neither human nor beast. Maybe it's a beast man. All kinds of bones find their way here. A faint voice can be heard from the pile, but it is too feeble to be understood. Let's see, find a skeleton amidst the pile of other bones. This may be the one trying to reach you. There's no telling if this is... Oh, hey, CG9! How's it going? There's no telling if this is the right skeleton. Maybe you've prescribed meaning to something that just amounts to a pile of bones.
특별할 것이라고는 없었어.
Alright.
와일드 헌트야.
Yeah, don't be impressed by my team. It's a rental.
돈키호테. 그래. 이번 전투를 잘 마치면 칭찬해주겠어.
There we go.
시연합니다.
억제 성공. 진짜.
Bang!
전술 시야 전개. 오제트의 눈으로.
시연합니다. 여기 심장이.
How the heck did Heathcliff take that big of a beating? Oh well, that's what the phlebotomy pack is for.
시연합니다. 소리와 호흡을 멈추고
Muffin? I suppose that could help him heal up.
여기 심장이. 잠깐 저리 댔기.
Oh yeah, bleed would do it.
여기가
But then again, how would he get it in the first place?
심지어 밝혀준다.
초월. 지령에게 불확실한 것은 없네.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
앞으로 둘.
Something about this team really gives me that sinking feeling. Nah. If you think that's a lame pun, I've got worse ones. Oh yeah, counter would do it. Yeah, might as well get that. Thinking about doing a duo run. A duo run? Can't say I'm familiar with that. So instead of one operator on the field, it's two. Okay.
구축.
소리와 호흡을 멈추고
Alright. Is there an achievement for that? Because I'm guessing that's the reason for it. I just don't remember seeing one.
지령에게 불확실한 것은 없네.
Oh. I was thinking that the achievements, like, they apply retroactively, right?
오롯한 검의 길에 한 걸음
운명적인 죽음일세.
Because I have the new Yi saying in Dawn. That would be a good reason to do it.
피주머니로서 우월해지는 것인데.
They, for the most part, can be natural with the exceptions of with the exceptions of the ones that are based around team building. When those some might, even when those some might be naturally, it might be naturally because I'm naturally gonna have all the vampires together in one group. I'm naturally gonna have all of H Corp in one team, so some of them are for factions, but not all of them. Okay.
그대는 어디까지 가고 있을지.
민감을 준비야.
앞으로 둘, 한번 확보. 이어.
It'd be hilarious if I take down Cassetti in one turn. I'm not sure if I'll manage it, but it'll be hilarious. Another one that you might have to go out of the way to get would be doing is damage in one hit, which would be done relatively easier on moves with high area of effect or sinking deluge. Or Furiosa Replica.
그대는 어디까지 가고 있을지.
꿈을 꾸러가.
직접 놓아주마.
Or the butterfly ego from Gregor.
얘를 갖춰라. 반역의 죄는 소형이 마땅하리라.
Treason? What treason?
술시야 떨지 않고 오제트의 눈으로 할수 있어.
Or by time moratorium. Yep.
저리 죽여서 소형이 만드는 거야.
He's just spamming the ones. Oh. They just have very similar icons, is all. Oh, how convenient.
시연합니다.
억제 성공. 진짜.
Pow!
어제 완료.
If you count on done, you instantly get ego.
대행 완료. 주세. 해금하겠네.
Ooh! Would you look at that? Speaking of damage in one hit,
나는 진정한 왕으로 군림하는 것이다.
oh, that's a nice heal up. You want to see me take it? You want to see me tear all that away? Yeah, just a little.
시연합니다. 격정의 마음.
Now for the main event. high can it go? I've seen higher.
참살. 딸아이도 이 상처를 기억하고 있으면 좋겠고.
Isn't it how many heads you can land? How many heads can you land? Yeah, a bit. Blood. 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 Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne. Yep, she's got enough. Which I kind of figured. Also, I find it funny how he's the most consistent damage dealer. Yep.
예측할 수 없게.
억제 성공. 격발.
Yeah, there's an earlier attempt. I think it was my last stream when I went up against. No, stream before that. Went up against Lei Hung. Borrowed a Index Nurse Father Yi saying from someone on my friends list. Used Furious Replica and got over 1,000 damage.
되었지 않은가. 하지만 아직 기약은 없구려. 그렇다면 여전히 아무것도.
What are you going to grab from the anniversary ticket? I'm not sure yet. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna be having a bit of fun when Volpargus Noct rolls around. Just a bit. Yeah. A season 2 identity. Alright. Looks like I'm going to get Prince Marisol. Season 3. Oh, that one. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, for that one, probably get the K-Corp Class 3 Excision Staff. Or maybe one of the Bowler Boatworks one. Oh, I think it's Bowler Boatworks Fixer is supposed to be pretty good. Yeah, not much left for this one. Not sure if I'd get the Blade Lineage Mentor or the Twin Hooks Pirate First Mate. As for the other one, Hmm. Muller Ishmael? Okay. Derp. Wrong one. Let's see. She's still one of the best for putting down sinking count if you don't have KOD? Oh, Night of Despair. Yeah, probably get that one then. As for the other, either the Princess of La Mancha Land or the Manager of La Mancha Land. What do I have for ego shards? Yeah, it's still pretty low on both. I guess I'll have to see where I am on ego shards with them after I crack open all those bulk extracts from for Valpurgis Noct. Yeah, that's what I figured KOD was. We want it, precious! Also, she's one of the few characters that can consistently do, like, 4 fragile. Ooh. Nice. 62 pulls. Still no House of Spiders index Nurse Father Yi Sang. We want it. We need it. I don't doubt it. Probably ought to use this for Kanto 9. I don't have the shards for him. Ha! Then immediately got him to up type 4. I bet. He's that good. Oh shoot, that reminds me. Oh wait, that's right. I don't have the thread. Phooey. Yeah, and use that up. Okay. Orso is most likely to dodge basically everything. I can see it, especially if you're ever on a sinking team. Well, how does Bowler Boatworks compare to this identity? I guess this one's got better damage output, particularly with this skill, which seems to be rather easy to get. Ugh. Excuse me. Getting late though. Oh. Let's see. Time to raid out. Oh, hey, Silvaris. How are things going? I'd say they probably don't have the same damage, but one would serve more as a debuffer, the other one would be damage. Yeah, the Bowler Boatworks one is probably better for debuffing, while... Because you did say that one was good for getting down sinking count, while this one is probably better for damage. Yeah, you happen to drop in right as I was about to end my stream, Sylvaris. But at least you can subscribe. I'm planning to stream Friday morning. Friday morning where I'm probably going to be cracking open a lot of doing a lot of bulk extractions for Valpurgis Noct. Alright. Probably Spellcraft's doing an ASMR stream. Like I said, it is getting late. So might as well. As always, folks, see, it's 3 fragile for every 10 tremor on self with a skill 3. Yep. As always, folks, thank you for watching, and peace be with you this day and always. Take care.